Okay, Year 7, Fractions, Decimals, Percentages, Part 4. Let's go and find the question right down here. Here are some number cards. Tick the cards that have the same value as the calculation above, 28 divided by 100. So I usually would write that as a fraction, 28 over 100, so it's easy to see. And then what I'm doing is I'm looking at each of these. 14 over 50, well, if I doubled both of them, it would be 28 over 100, so I can tick that one. 7 over 25, if I times both of these by 4, so I get times 4 times 4, that would also be 28 over 100. 0.28 is 28 divided by 100, 28, if we looked at 28, if you're used to this type of thing, the number 28 here with the decimal point, if I divide by 100, I move everything 2 places to the right, 1, 2 places, so the 8 goes there, the 2 goes there, 0.28, that is true. And is it also the same as 14 over 50? Well, I've already ticked 14 over 50 as an equivalent fraction, so 14 divided by 50, so all of them are in fact have the same value as the calculation above. Put these numbers in order of size, start with the smallest. Really, for me to be able to do this, I need to make everything have the same denominator, and in fact I can make all of these into 1,000. Probably the harder of the ones is to make 8 into 1,000, where I can do that by 825s. So if I times 3 by 125, what I get is 375. I've already got 37 over 1,000. What do I times the 5 by? Well, I times it by 200. So I times this by 200. So that gives me 400 over 1,000. Times 4 by 250. So times 1 by 250. So I've got 250 over 1,000. Oops. And then I times this one by 10. Times by 10. So I get 190 over 1,000. Put the number starting with the smallest. Well, the smallest is 37 over 1,000. Cross that one out. The next smallest is 19 over 100, which is that one. Next one is 25 over, which is a quarter. Next one is 3/8. And the last one is 2/5. When you do these questions, go back to the original form. They quite like that. The sequence below is linear. Work out the next 2 terms, giving your answers as fractions, decimals, or percentages. Well, ideally, I want to change all these into something. And as it's linear, it's going to go up by the same amount each time. For me, I'm going to call this one 0.60. I'm going to call this 0.75. I know that 9/10 is 0.9, so I'm going to make that into a 90. And what I've changed it to a decimal because what I'm adding is 0.15 each time. 0.15 each time. So if I add 0.15, make sure you get this right. It is 5 plus 0 is 5. 1 and 9 is 10, carry 1, so that'd be 1.05, and if I add 0.15 again, I get 1.20. I like the decimals. I could have done that in tenths, I suppose, or even percentages, but the decimals works best for me.